So this will be a short video and it's on the electric field and how you get the electric potential from the electric field. And this is in chapter 26.7 of the textbook. Okay, so in general, if you want to know, if you know the electric potential and you want to get the electric field from that, well, if you want the field in the x direction, you take the change in the electric potential in the x direction. So delta V over delta x, and there's a negative sign due to the way things are defined, and in the I hat or the x direction. So, and of course for the continuous case, well, the deltas, right, we take the limit as delta x goes to 0, and then this delta v over delta x becomes a derivative, so dv dx. So the x component of the electric field is going to be the derivative of the potential with respect to x. Now, of course, in general, we've got things could be changing in all three dimensions, x, y, and z. So, to get the x component of the electric field, we need to take the derivative of the potential with respect to x, and for y, it's derivative with respect to y, and for z, it's derivative potential with respect to z, and with the way things are defined, we've got a negative sign in all those. Now, notice, however, that these little derivatives here, this kind of looks like a funny looking d, and in fact, that's because these are defined as partial derivatives. So, in general, if our electric field is a function of x, y, and z, so to calculate x, we want the partial derivative with respect to x. To get the y component, we need the partial derivative with respect to y, and for the z component, the partial derivative with respect to z. So in partial derivatives, well, what you do is if you have a function of more than one variable, x, y, and z say, you treat everything except what you're taking the derivative with respect to as a constant. So let's say our potential is a function of x, y, and z. To take the partial derivative with respect to x, well, we treat x as the variable, we treat y and z as constants. So, and we'll do an example or two in class to see exactly how this works.